Yeah. What?
But yeah, so I really love Garth Brooks. And I really love, like, I feel like that time in country, like the 90s, like early 2000s, were just like that's the only country I can really stomach, you know what I mean? And I love Garth. I don't know what it is about him, really, or his songs. I feel like we always, like, drove to school kind of listening to them, so I feel like part of it is, like, nostalgia, of course. But then we just saw a show, or I guess last year when he came here, and he's just so different, I feel like, than a country performer to me. He just isn't, like, so boring. He's just like, I don't know, like, and so country, and so like, he brings kind of some kind of fun edge to it that's like like when Friends in Low Places starts, like, the whole place just, like, it's just it's just a different atmosphere than most country songs, I feel like.
Well, what's your favorite concert that you've been to?
My favorite, like, the Garth Brooks concert really was so good. Adele was nuts, like, just because, I mean, she didn't do much, you know what I mean? Like, she walked
piano
and stood there,
around,
right? But it was just like every note out of her mouth was like perfect. You know, she was like having a really good night.
Yeah. Where was that?
In Denver.
Cool.
Yeah, it was cool. My sister lives up there, so
you go everywhere.
I love concerts, and I love, like, traveling for them. Oh, I went to the Flaming Lips at Red Rocks in Colorado, and that was so cool. Partially because it's at Red Rocks, but partially because I love the kind of show that the Flaming Lips puts on, with, like, the confetti and, like, the lights and, the big
I honestly
beach
don't
balls
know enough about, like, because, like, I know about the Flaming Lips, because I go to ACM, and I kind of have to a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Flaming Lips Alley is, like, right there. Like Scott Booker, Nick Lay.
Exactly. So, but I haven't really listened to their music.
I feel like a lot of it is an acquired taste, for sure. Like, my dad actually sold Scott Booker a home, and so he gave my dad, like, a Flaming Lips CD, just like the Do You Realize CD, and so we started listening to it, and, like, that CD I, like, love, and I really haven't honestly listened to that many other Flaming Lips CDs, but it's just, like, it's a very cool take on, like, normal pop, I feel like. It's just this really, like, anything goes, like, it can be as crazy as you want it to be, and then there's some, like, kind of more mainstream,
Sure.
So I respect them in that. It is kind of like,
it's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very different.
So, I mean,
it's out there.
I don't mind weird.
No.
Because I mean, for some reason, my range in music like, my taste range in music isn't really that broad. Like, I have, like, the few things that I'm just like, this every time. I love this. It's my favorite. Like, my 3 favorite bands are Radiohead, Brand New, and Modest Mouse.
Oh, okay, I love Brand New.
Oh gosh, Brand New is
70 times 7, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that them? Yeah.
But I mean, that's like from their first album.
Yeah.
And every album, they're just like a different band.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, their first album, they were like a pop punk band.
Right.
Their second album was like, people call it emo, but I just call it, like, alternative rock.
Yeah.
And it just, like, every single one, it just changed radically, that you're like, how's this the same band?
The same people, doing such different things. I used to think that would be really cool to have, like one album be, like, super pop, or whatever, and then the next album be, like, kind of jazz, like, have this whole jazz influence, and then the next album be, obviously it's not super consistent for building, like, a consistent fan base, I feel like. But if you have that, I guess,
I feel like
elements into
nowadays, people are sort of, like, artists are turning into less of, like, genres and becoming more of just, like, a product in themselves. And so, like, for me, the music that I have on my SoundCloud is just, like, background music, because I haven't recorded any of my songs with words yet.
Right.
But I'm intentionally trying to show, like, hey, here's, something, like, ambient and kind of, like, cool sounding, and then here's, like, a straight up, like, rap beat.
Right,
like, you rap over this.
Right.
And sort of having that as, I mean, one, because I'm trying to compose music for video games.
Right.
And to just show, like, I make
your
things.
Range.
Whatever you need, I make the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, at some point, there might be enough loyalty for artists that, you know, some fans, like, don't really care what you're making as long as it's you that's making it.
And I feel like now especially because you see, like, Lemonade and Anti by Rihanna and, I mean, even, you know, Kanye's album, Life of Pablo, it's just, I feel like it's so different than what they did before. And it's so, like in Beyonce's, you have this kind of, like, Hold Up that's kind of, like, a little bit reggae, and then you have Daddy Lessons, which is very New Orleans style, and then you have, you know, her regular pop stuff.
I'm not going to pretend that I listened to it, but I haven't.
Well, yeah. But, and then, like, in Auntie, she does the very, you know, Rihanna pop songs, you know, like, iconic, and then she has this very, like, bluesy, jazzy, you know, interlude for a couple, and then she, you know, covers a Tame Impala song. So it's all just very, you know, it's. I feel like you have the freedom now by just putting out music, whereas before I feel like artists really had to sell, obviously, and now it's more like we can just put out this whole album and it can be whatever we want it to be, and people will listen to it and will come to our shows.
And I don't think I could do that as an artist to just like, and I mean that probably happens a lot with more polarizing genres, like metal. Is really hard to just like to hey, this is like death black metal, but not, you know, this kind of symphonic metal. It's like this very specific thing, and like as soon as anyone like strays a little bit, people like riot about it. But I mean, I feel like nowadays people don't really want to hear the same thing.
Yeah.
Just because it starts sounding the same anyways.
Yeah.
That as soon as you start hearing like a formula for an artist, you're just kind of like, eh.
Totally. Like Nicki Minaj, like I loved her first album and her first like collaborations and everything because her raps were insane, and she had these she had her personalities, you know, and her different characters, and she like brought all this theatrical, like just this theater to it. It was like so fun. And now every single one of her raps is like almost the exact same. It has the same flow, and it's not as fun to listen to her. It's not as fun to like, you know, want to like learn her songs because it's not just this crazy like, you know.
It's not new anymore, and it's just like,
and you're used to it.
Oh, here it comes. Here's the part.
And then like it sucks when you like listen to the song and you think it's 3 different songs because they all sound the same at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, is this or the, you know, which one is this? But they all sound the same now. You know.
And because I don't know, it sucks whenever you like put on a new album by someone that you like, and it's like, oh, here comes the section where they do this part.
And you just like know. You can come to anticipate it.
And that is why, and my favorite bands do have their like, oh well, this is the part where they do this thing. Like on Radiohead's new album, the first track actually is called "Burn the Witch," and but I sort of, after, you know, listening to so much of Radiohead, I've kind of figured out, like, they do have, like, at least Tom York has this formula of writing that's, like, here's, like, a tone poem that's, like, some phrases that are about a thing that kind of explain what it is, but not, like, explicitly a story. And so, like, here's a tone poem about a thing with, like, this kind of instrumentation that's a little bit, you know, off-center, that's not necessarily alternative rock or whatever. And so Burn the Witch is Radiohead formula about witches. Like,
it's like once you have it down,
it's
you can write about it.
Burn the Witch is Salem in Radiohead form. Like, and I mean, that's fine because it's a good song. It's a damn good song. And I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is just a Radiohead song. A Radiohead song. About
it just happens to be about witches.
And so at some point as an artist, I would like to just get away with throwing different genres in one album. That who was it? One of the songwriters was Tom Petty. who like did a whole bunch of different album genres. I don't remember. I'm sorry for Tom Petty fans that are like, no, it's actually good, but I'd like to be able to get away with just like, here's jazz, like deal with it.
Totally.
Because like you said, if Rihanna wants to throw in something that's bluesy in her album, then
she's gonna do it.
She can do it.
Yeah. And I think that's cool too. Is you see like their influences. Like I feel like you can kind of come to see like obviously Rihanna, a lot of it is like this island sound. So she kind of carries that through with everything. Mm-hmm. But then it's how jazz is reflected in that island kind of vibe, and how pop is reflected, and all of that kind of goes together, I feel like, and you kind of have this consistent sound, but how that sound is shaped by the genres that you like, and the genres that you know. Yeah.
Quick train of thought.
Oh, yeah.
What is it with like this style of singing now that it's like Rihanna, Adele, and Sia? Like, what? How did that happen?
I don't know, but I always think about that because like, you go back to like the 40s, 50s, 60s or whatever, and female singers have a very similar tone. Like they all kind of sound, you can pick out like 40 music. It's like, oh, that's a 40s singer. Sure. She was alive. And I feel like so sounds kind of go in like Britney Spears, early 2000s. Like that was the whole kind of vibe that everyone was going for. And I feel like now it's more like just like authentic what comes out of your mouth, and like, and they've made belting and like this. I think part of it is just like how much emotion is in how they sing, and like putting it back into it and stuff. Because like Sia, I mean, you like, I feel like when she sings, like every single word that comes out of her mouth, like she means it. Like it is, it is like, and it wouldn't be the same if it had a different tone of, if it did, if it had a different, like it wasn't pushed as much and kind of cracky and airy and I don't know.
But like, do you know what I mean about like that style? Like, and this probably comes like because I'm way analytical about, because I did opera and
right.
So I know about the shapes of words and vowels and stuff, and so I hear the similar shapes and vowels and the way that they say things in songs. And so why I say those three artists is because the sound of how they sing is very similar. They're different people,
right?
But the style of singing is very similar.
Okay, I can see that.
And so, I mean, there have been a couple times where I've been, is this Rihanna or Sia?
Yeah. And it's interesting that you say that too, because like a lot of the songs that Sia like ended up recording, like she wrote for Rihanna before, and so I feel like they like that tie, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just what people want to hear, I guess, or it's just kind of what people are intrigued in. I don't,
because nowadays I feel like I have a very sort of music theater tone that I can't quite pull off more of the R&B style of male singers anymore. That one, I can't do runs. I don't know why. Like, I don't like it. Like or trilly embellishments or whatever. I'm not good at it. So I just do big notes and make them sound good. And that sort of feels more music theater-y. And that might not go as well nowadays.
No, I feel I feel like, and you can definitely, like, people that sing theater, like, you just always can kind of hear the theater in their voice, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's probably some in mine, and I feel like it's a way of, like, communicating the words. I don't know, something about just, like, the way it, it comes off, where... But I think it helps to have that theateriness, I mean, obviously, like, too much is going to be, like, alienating and
and then
make
it'll
you more theater bound, but...
It'll sound like you're singing in the 1920s or something.
Yeah, like singing some rap song in the 20s.
Yeah. What sort of shapes your singing style?
Really, a lot of it. There was this girl who went to my church, and she was like, hands down, the most amazing singer like I have ever heard. She's so good. And her name is Angela Lansdowne, and she is she started like in musical theater and worked in Branson as like a child, whatever, in the show or whatever for a long time. And so it was very like theatery, but she just like seamlessly kind of would be able to sing anything and have these like incredible runs and just a lot of power behind it. And so that's really what I tried to mimic the most. I feel like naturally I'm more of a crooner, I feel like, but I have these like the ability to do like fun runs and to do, and sing. And then also like male bands like Queen and Aerosmith and stuff, like how high and crazy they sing. Like I wanted to do that because I just thought like how cool would that be to just emit that sound and have everyone like like going crazy. So I really worked hard on, and I lost my falsetto for like 3 years when my voice changed. Yeah, and I used to be able, like in the Phantom of the Opera, like I could hit the very highest note that Christine sings, like when she's like in the boat or whatever, like no problem. Like,
I can hit that sometimes.
Right? And then all of a sudden, it was gone, and I couldn't sing in falsetto at all for like 3 years, and then it came back, so it was like...
Are you a tenor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I always had this weird doubt that, especially when I was in choir, because I hadn't taken voice lessons at all whenever I was in high school.
Right.
So I didn't know. I was just singing in choir.
Right, yeah. Hitting the notes they told you to hit.
And so since I was a tenor, higher notes, I'll flip into falsetto,
Right.
But since my favorite band was Radiohead, falsetto is just all the time. And so people were like, how do you hit those notes all the time? It's just like, bam, here's my high, ringy falsetto. And I do remember times when I lost my voice or something. Where is it?
Yeah.
I can't sing.
It's nuts. It was so scary. I was really sad. I thought I would never get it back.
Yeah.
But then I guess I just worked on it enough or something. And
yeah. I feel... I don't know, the whole Aerosmith or the 80s sound of hair metal, is that like piercing loud tone, does that only exist in the studio?
No, I mean like no. Like I think if you can't hit it in real life, like don't hit it in the studio. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of it's like,
I don't know. I can hit the notes,
right?
But I can't make it sound loud like it does.
Right. Yeah. No. Totally. Like I understand. But like for the song that we're doing for our first concert, it's called "Till the Ocean Takes Us All," and it has this like crazy like instrumental break in the middle where the guy basically just does really really high runs and falsetto and kind of does this like screaming. Which gets above it all, I mean, like, if I hit it, it definitely hits above. But if I'm like right in the microphone, it doesn't necessarily sound so pretty because it's so loud. So I kind of always have to back it off a little bit. Yeah. So I feel like live, it kind of is there, but it's like you can pick it out, you can hear it, but it's not like as loud as it is in the studio version because I feel like that just wouldn't be. A lot of times, it wouldn't be pretty, or it'd be like really piercing above everything else. Yeah, I don't know.
How does that mesh well with pop music?
I think it gives pop like a new dimension. I feel like a lot of what you hear, like in general, kind of stays within a very like set key, and people don't really kind of go like crazy above it. Like Sam Smith has moments, I feel like, in his stuff where it was like he would bring the falsetto up really high, but you don't really see as much of that happening, I feel like, in pop today. Trying to think of an example of like current music that does something.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just
because a very specific
male singers in pop is hard to sort of emulate that because, well, one, it's compressed, and so when you mention Sam Smith, I think of that Disclosure song. I know.
Right? Money on my mind? Isn't no.
No.
La 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 la. No, it's not even that one either. It's the other one.
Now I've got you in my space.
Latch.
Latch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll get there.
And I love playing that song and singing that song, but in the second verse, he's like, "What did you give me through your heartbeat on my chest?"
Yeah.
And what he does there on the recording, it sounds like it's a big, powerful, like, but you can't actually physically sing those notes and make that loud. And that's what I feel is sort of fake about the whole big, loud falsetto. That it's not actually really that powerful.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I feel like, and that's like something I'm focusing on right now with my voice lessons too, is like making my falsetto more powerful. Obviously, it's not going to be, like, but I want it to be like some, enough that it's like, okay, this isn't just some kind of little quiet, like, thing. And I'm able to like deliver it with a lot of gusto, I guess.
Who's your favorite male pop singer?
Because
there's just not enough,
I know.
Right?
There's just, like, I respect, like, I think Adam Levine is a good singer. I think, like, Sam Smith is a good singer, but not so much live. I feel like he has kind of his moments. Of course, I feel like I'm overly critical, so he's good live. But, I mean, like, it's just what he is in the studio and what he is live, I feel like there's a difference.
John Legend is really good.
Oh, yeah, John Legend. Awesome. Yeah. But other than that, like, I'm trying to think of someone that I'm really, like... I like Sleeping at Last is this band. They do, like, a lot of covers, and they have a lot of... I think it's, like, two brothers or something, but then they also have, like, a bunch of other people that, like, play, like, all kinds of different instruments. It's very, like, full sounding. I don't know, and they do really cool stuff, and his voice, I think, is really... It's really good. It's very ballady, you know what I mean? Jeff Buckley, like, back in the day, obviously, R.I.P., but...
also,
his voice,
I mean,
Elton John.
Patrick Stump has a Fall Out Boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, he has...
Totally.
I don't know how that happened, because he did pop punk,
right?
But then, he's an R&B singer.
he like can kind of do.
Yeah, his voice is R&B, but he does,
which is cool.
What he does.
Yeah, like whatever works, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can fill that space of the male.
I would
pop
love
singer.
to. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would be really fun. I have like a really big range. I need to become better. I need to work on it. I think I can only become stronger of a singer, hopefully. But I would love to like kind of,
Well, what do you look for in a good pop song?
Really, like I don't know, kind of like a joie de vivre or something. Just like a very like, you can tell that either they were so compelled that they needed to write this song, and like deliver these words and deliver like the words. I'm really big about words, and I don't understand people who listen to songs and don't even think about the words. Like I'm like, but didn't you like this is such a sad song, and they're over there dancing. It's like like
hey
right. It's like look at think about these words in general and like think about the place and like how it all kind of ties together. And I feel like that's a lot of it. And then a lot of it is like something cool, like some kind of fun part. If it's even just the way they say, like the pentameter of the words, I don't know, like the beat of the words, or like, like some fun run somewhere, or just something like, it needs to kind of have something that's like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what's one song lately that you're just, man, that is a hit? Yeah. At least to you,
yeah. Like I actually like wake up every single morning and listen to Father Stretch My Hands Part 2 because it just has this cool like, beautiful morning, you're the sun in my morning, babe. It's a very good like, I don't know. It's just it's a fun like getting ready, and then This Is What You Came For by Calvin Harris and Rihanna is like so dope, and Taylor Swift wrote it, but write it, but whatever. She's a snake. So we can make
how did that happen?
This is my thing. Okay.
Okay.
There is no such thing as a person who is a victim in every single situation they've ever been in their lives. Like, you just can't be the victim that often. Like, just own your mistakes and move on. And every single thing that she produces is very much like, I was really young. You should have known. You know, it's like, no, you were old enough to make that decision. You know, like, you are discounting yourself as a human so that you look like you are the good person in every situation. I love her songs. I think she's a good songwriter. Like, I'm not necessarily going to go out
whoever she writes songs with.
Right, exactly, yeah. And I'm not going to go out and buy her album, but I'll stream it, you know, on Google Play or whatever. Like, she'll still get paid for it. But I'm not going to, you know, like, actively seek her new stuff. I just think she's just such a, like, you just can't be the victim all the time, you know? Like, when you give permission to someone to say, I made that bitch famous...
Sure.
You gave permission. Like, you know, you can't say one day later on the red carpet, I had no idea. That was not, you know, he never contacted me. It's just...
Yeah, well...
I mean, of course, that's me, like, getting into pop culture, but...
Sure, but, I mean... This
it's
is
real-time things,
yeah. But... Because... And, yes, I also haven't listened to enough of Taylor Swift, but I know enough. We did a marching band show at UCO with Taylor Swift songs. It was fun.
Yeah,
I got to conduct Shake It Off. It was great.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many Taylor Swift songs are there where she's like, oh no, I messed up? Exactly.
There's none. Like, I'm sure there... Oh, maybe Back to December. She kind of talks about in Back to December that she's, like, sorry about the way she handled it. With Joe Jonas.
That was like an old song.
But yeah. So...
And that song plays at work all the time.
Oh, I bet.
And the playlist at work is...
It's probably, like, all Taylor Swift.
Well, there's a few Taylor Swift songs, but it's just some songs that I'm just... I'm done with this song.
Yeah.
That Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie is just...
It had its place in 7th grade or whatever, you know, but it's like... Yeah, no, I understand.
But it's also not a song that needs to play in a grocery store.
Totally. Totally, I agree.
What? 100 Years? The
Foo Fighters song or whatever? Yeah.
No, I don't know if that's Foo Fighters.
Isn't it the Foo Fighters?
No.
The Goo Goo Dolls. I don't know who it is.
I don't know, it's whatever. But that song, people do not want to hear like a song about dying while they're looking for apples or something.
That's a good point. Yeah. I really love like stores that play music and they don't like censor it. I think that's so fun.
Yeah.
You know, but of course you have to go to like specialty stores or like you know places where mainly like older people are going to shop and not like families.
Yeah.
But,
anyways.
Oh yeah.
What was I think? I don't listen to enough pop music to really... And it's strange because everyone has an opinion about pop music, even if they don't listen to pop music.
Right.
What music... I mean, earlier I was like, what? Garth Brooks? You listen to Garth Brooks? What music are you just so into that is not, you know...
Not mainstream pop?
Yeah.
I love like I don't know, like Alt J. That's kind of, I mean, it's kind of poppy, but it's more, and like Florence and the Machine. I feel like she's kind of like in pop, but like still out of pop because she has the kind of just a way about her. But I love like old timey hits. Like, I just love... like, I mean, I don't know if you would call that pop or, like, jazz more.
Yeah.
Like, K-Star is this lady from Oklahoma, and she was famous along the same time as, like, Patti Page and stuff. And put out songs like a big band song leader or whatever. And just, like, the songs she sings, like, Rock and Roll Waltz, and she does a cover of, like, C'est Magnifique, like... So many people, I guess, did at that time, and I don't know, just like the way it's just very like jazzy and big band. I love like anything with a big band is so cool to me. And folk, I can appreciate a lot of folk. But,
I think I don't know. Everyone can appreciate like folk or jazz or
Yeah.
blues or something that, you know,
like
it doesn't
super
matter who you
universal.
are, but just this is just good.
Yeah, like it's in the feels. You're like there. It's fun. Yeah.
I just had a train of thought. What the hell's fame?
Ooh. God, that's a really good question. Well, fame, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people probably have it's kind of like success. Everyone has their own definition of it and their own kind of like whatever. I feel like fame is just like being like a personality that everyone's interested in. And like, you know, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with fame.
Yeah.
And a lot of like, obviously a lot of sacrifices. You kind of always, almost it seems, like live for other people. Like you live for yourself, obviously, but you have a lot of other things to consider, and you have a lot of like yeah, paparazzi is annoying, but I would love paparazzi because that means someone's interested in me. You know what I mean? Like someone genuinely wants to see me get in my car. Yeah. You know, and as weird as that is, that's cool. Like to me, I think it's like so cool. And I would love that. And just I think also like going into a room and not needing to like say your name. There's just something about it, you know, that is like so desirable. Yeah. And like having already kind of everyone knows, you know, about you, so you don't really have to spend that much time talking about yourself, unless they ask you about it or something. I don't know.
Because I mean, I feel like the breakdown that Miley had, or the breakdown that Justin Bieber had, that sort of happens with these, you know, children, that are raised in this environment that goes, everything about you, everyone knows, and just 24/7 people are telling you, we love you, everything about you is wonderful, you can do whatever you want. And so that creates, obviously, like, if you mix vinegar and baking soda, you get that reaction. Totally. If you put a child through the rigors of fame, you're going to get a narcissistic maniac. And they have, you know, and Justin Bieber, I mean, and Miley, both of them, hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank account, you know what I mean? And when you give kids that much money, like, of course they're going to be crazy and do, you know, some shit that's, you know, but it's a lot on them. And I feel like they do have to give up so much of their personal life. I mean, they can't, you know, obviously they can't go to the grocery store. They can't, you know, just do normal shit. It takes so much more work. And it's, you know, it's easy to just, it's cool to hate Miley Cyrus. It's cool to hate Justin Bieber or whatever. It's, screw that guy.
Right.
But like,
go back to Canada, everyone says. But
the poor kid, like, he didn't have a choice.
No, totally.
I mean, yeah, maybe he, you know, tried to be famous at the start, but he didn't have a choice about, you know,
what it became. You
exactly.
know? I mean, he couldn't, like, obviously, I think, you know, and you have, obviously, like, everywhere you go, every single night, tens of thousands of people screaming, oh my God, I love you, you're amazing, like you were saying. You know? And it's hard to kind of not, I feel like...
not become that.
Right. Yeah, totally. And I mean, hopefully, like, I'll stay grounded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the hardest part.
To, like, I feel like these people need someone to just pull them down, to just go, hey, I know you have hundreds of thousands of people, or, like, following you or whatever, but, like, you still have a booger on your nose, and that's not okay. Like,
yeah, totally.
And to just kind of be like, hey, that's just a shitty thing to do in general. Don't do that. Yeah. You know, just someone to pull you down and go,
right.
No one cares about your cat, okay?
Yeah. Like, you're being an idiot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, just because you have all this doesn't mean you can act like that.
Just to some extent, just kind of go, is it reasonable to sort of rent out the whole restaurant because I don't want to have someone bother me while I'm eating? It's like, no, real people don't do that.
No,
okay,
totally.
Stop that.
It's also like part of the job, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, obviously you get to a point where it's so annoying that it's always happening to you. You can't go anywhere without people wanting to sign, you know, get autographs and take pictures. But it's really just part of the job. Like, you are there for other people to love you and for other people to like, you know, connect with you in some way, and you owe it to your fans in a certain you know extent to really I feel like respect that part of it. And it's hard, and like obviously like that would be super annoying. And I mean, even like going, I mean, this is like not even close, but like going to breakfast with my dad in Edmond is like so annoying because he knows every single person in the restaurant. So you maybe can get 3 words in to a conversation of a dinner with your dad or breakfast with your dad, and everyone else is always coming by and saying, you know, and like talking. And so it does kind of suck, you know. It's like, well, shit, you know, like I went to breakfast with you, not, you know, with all these other people. But at the same time, that's just kind of part of it, you know, when you know a lot of people, and that's, you know. And like, you know, to some extent,
a lot of the famous people asked for it. You know, you don't become an actor or a singer, except for obviously Justin Bieber, who has parents, or, you know, Miley Cyrus, whose parents, you know, hey, here's a TV show, hey, here's... but a lot of the other actors or singers, they did ask for it, you know, so...
And that's, I mean, I'm... You know, like I want.
You're asking for it.
Yeah, I'm asking for it. And I feel like right now, of course, it's going to be very different when it starts happening, or like when it actually happens. Hopefully, when it hopefully happens. But like, I feel like I have that kind of like knowledge and respect. Like, okay, this is part of it. Like, this is, you know, I'm going to have to deal with this as much as you know, I'm going to have to deal with anything else. If I want to perform in front of a lot of people, I'm going to have to put up with having to be shepherded to my car every time, you know? But.
And then comes, like, the crazy people. You just, you know, if you have 100,000 people that follow a thing, you know, statistically, some of them are going to be insane and maybe want to kill the person or wear their skin, or, you know, just... Statistically, you get that number of people, there's going to be someone in there that's crazy.
Totally. Some kind of stalker, some kind of like...
So...
Which is scary.
That is why you get good security.
Yeah, totally. Good security will be like a number one.
And I mean, no one has good security like the president, obviously.
Right.
But... how do we make sure that there's less crazy people, at least?
See, and and that's something that like I kind of think about, because even just like, you know, with in Paris, the Bataclan like attacks, you know, like just playing music and then all of a sudden someone walks in and starts shooting everybody. Like, what do? You know, and like that's like a real thing, unfortunately, that we all kind of have to think about. But I don't know, a part of it for me would just be like destiny, you know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way, but just kind of like, you know, like it was my time to go, and it was just unfortunate that it was by the hand of this crazy person, but that's just
I mean,
at least I died doing what I love.
Christina Grimmie, is that her last name?
I think
I'm
so.
Sorry. But that, you know, a lot of people get famous because of their death, that, you know, or famous painters or whatever only got famous after they were
and the 27 Club, like, I feel like that's so real. And so, I mean, not so real, but it's just like, it would be, if I died at 27, let's put it this way, I wouldn't be, like, super sad. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, my life was cut short.
Well, you wouldn't get the chance to become what Elvis eventually became, or what Marlon Brando is. Is he still alive?
I think so. He's old.
Yeah. Well, now he's batshit crazy.
Right. Exactly. You kind of die like in the prime.
Yeah. And so, no, it's just true that Jimi Hendrix is, you know, revered as this, like, oh my gosh, he was the greatest guitarist of all time.
Totally. And he was only 27.
Yeah, you know? So here you get
much...
this amazing experience of Jimi Hendrix, but pun intended. But then you don't get like the whole, oh yeah, well then Jimi Hendrix, you know, he got fat and crazy, and you know,
there's some kind of glamour about
it's
dying
like
in your...
Yeah, it's like 21 Pilots. You know, Jimi Hendrix keeps knocking on the door of 21 Pilots, and it's like, "Hey, can I play with you guys?" Like, get out of here, Jimi Hendrix, you old crazy bastard! Like,
you had your day.
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, they don't get a chance to become the weird, crazy old person,
right?
Because there's this good quote from the Beatles that once they like made it, once they came to the U.S., they like spent a day with Elvis.
Oh, that's cool.
And you know, they hung out with Elvis the whole day, and then afterwards, I think like in the car or in the hotel room, they were like, "Man, I'm so glad that we had each other for this, because like we didn't get to become that." Because you know, during it, they were able to see like, man, this dude, he's kind of crazy.
Like, yeah.
And I mean, but again, John Lennon, he kind of got out of it a little late to where he did have the Yoko Ono crazy business thing, but
still. And then I feel like Paul McCartney, I feel like he's like an example of someone who maybe kind of like,
he got out of it gracefully.
It worked. Yeah, it's worked well for him over the years.
Yeah. Only so many people can come out of that gracefully.
Totally. And he's not even doing the same thing, you know? I mean, he puts out little albums, but it's very different than, you know?
David Bowie got out of it gracefully.
Yeah.
I don't know how graceful Prince's thing was, because they're still, like, just the strange... Because Prince was still Prince.
Totally.
Even after it died down.
Totally. Like, even at the Grammys this past year, I mean, he was just so, like... He presented an award, and he was just so Prince. Like, you know? Like, still big, huge hair, and, like, cool, shiny outfit and heels.
But, I mean, what's going to happen to Miley or Taylor Swift or Nicki Minaj?
Yeah,
because
Beyonce. Like, will Beyonce keep it up like Aretha Franklin, like, be better? You know, because I feel like a lot of times people are kind of disappointed with the Aretha of today, which you can't just keep belting it out for 60-some years. I mean, at some point your voice is going to get old.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'll be really interesting to see, like, kind of, especially, like, hopefully, like, when I hit it big, I feel like it'll be very interesting to see the landscape at that time, and, like, where everyone that I love right now, like, where they are, and, like, where they've gone.
Because, you know, what is going to happen to Beyonce? Is she just going to, like, guys, I'm 50, but I'm still kicking it? Or is there a time where you just kind of, you know, I'm done?
Right, or I'm done with that.
Yeah, these are my things.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Here's my perfume, buy that.
Totally.
You know?
Right.
Because at some point, you do kind of look at Britney Spears and like, Britney, just calm down now. Like,
totally.
You don't need to do this anymore.
Totally. Like, you had your prime. Like, everyone loves you for, like, the nostalgia aspect of it. Like, they'll see you in Vegas. But...
Madonna is another one who's like, Madonna, please. Yeah. Please, don't go back on that stage.
No, like, you had your time, but it's done. Yeah. Like, you inspired enough people. Yeah. You can retire happily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, how do you get out of it like Paul McCartney did?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you just kind of have to be very smart about your decisions and, like, just go with your gut, I guess, on most of it. And, like, at that point, I mean, you've established such, like, Beyonce's Beyonce. She doesn't have to do anything for the rest of her life. If she doesn't want to, she could stay in bed, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like now she gets, like, the luxury of doing her passion projects and, like, only her passion projects, you know, and, like, foray, whatever. And, you know, at that point, if it becomes more of, like, what's her name? Eva Mendes, I think? Or is that who it is? I don't know, maybe. Sure. But she's an actress, and she doesn't really act that much anymore because she started this beauty brand business that's like a huge thing. It's like $1 billion business already.
I've seen some of her clothes are really good.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I feel like you work with what, you know, looks good on you, I guess. But she kind of found a, you know, something, like a way to kind of use her platform that like lets her kind of and not have to be an actress.
Because you know, does Kanye have another good album in him?
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's like a genius, though. You know, like I'm definitely on the genius train with him. So I feel like he's working on an album with Drake right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be really interesting. I feel like that might be pretty good. I can't get through a whole Drake album, really, because it's a lot of very similar...
The formula thing you're talking about?
Absolutely. But I feel like with Kanye on his side, and maybe Kanye kind of goes into more producing, or, you know, more like a lot of collabs and stuff, which I would love to work with Kanye. I feel like that would just be like...
Yeah.
So interesting.
I don't think, and this is just my opinion, but I don't think Taylor Swift has another 1989 in her. Like, especially after how things have happened, but like 1989, as good as it was, and I haven't listened to all of it, but you know, from what I've heard, it's a really good album.
Yeah.
It is a really good album.
No, totally, absolutely.
Just leave it there.
Yeah, and like this break, she's on a break right now, so I feel like that's obviously it comes at a really good time. But yeah, I feel like also like how much more like 1989 was good because I feel like it wasn't so much a breakup album anymore. It was like but it had enough other stuff going on that it wasn't such a typical Taylor Swift album.
Well, yeah, but it was the climax.
Like the climax, yeah.
And so
she'll have a hard time getting back. I mean, for sure.
She can make more albums.
Yeah,
but they won't be this. I think. Same with, I think that Kanye has reached his peak and gone down.
Right.
Like, I haven't listened to any of Life of Pablo, but you can sort of see where it's starting to go down.
Right.
Or it started to go down already.
A lot of that with him too is that he has so many other, like I mean his Yeezy, his fashion line is really kind of what he puts a lot of his energy into now. And the blending of the two, I feel like, is happening a lot, you know? And, like, he uses his music for his fashion shows and, like kind of does, like... I feel like a lot of it is more geared towards how is this going to look when models are standing on the runway, you know? And not more like, how is this going to look when it's playing on the radio or, you know, whatever. I feel like... So I feel like a lot of that just kind of dims how much energy is going into it. But I love... the way like Kanye constructs things and just like I don't know
who's gonna take their place.
Me? No, I don't know. If I can learn how to make beats, no, I don't know.
I mean, because Childish Gambino, because the internet is brilliant.
Totally.
And I think that I think he can replace Drake.
Oh, yeah. I think Drake is good, but I think he gets a lot of hype. Like, he's not that...
I don't think he's that good.
Great. I don't think he's that good of a singer either. I mean, I think he's good for his stuff, but...
Hotline Bling's beat is really good. It's a damn good beat.
Bling, yeah.
I don't really care about, like, the words or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, The Weeknd, The Hills.
Yeah.
Damn good beat.
Yeah.
I don't really care about
I like The Weeknd
the words
too.
or whatever.
Yeah, I feel
But, you're talking about how you care about words. I care a lot about words, too. But, yeah, I do kind of have this cynical perception of, like, pop music, garbage. It's just like...
Right.
Oh, hey, let's live for tonight and the party or whatever, and like there's nothing more other than let's have fun tonight.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
LMFAO is gonna die of an overdose.
Yeah, like they can't just party rock that hard. Yeah.
And that it gets old.
I get that. Yeah. I like, and I feel like Pitbull.
Gosh.
I hate Pitbull. And it's a lot. Every single one of his songs is just so annoying, and I don't understand how he has such longevity. Like, I don't understand why he still gets, like, asked to do anything, but he does.
Yeah.
So obviously that has a place, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily where I'd want to go with it, and just every night, or every song be about
Well, Pitbull's
partying in different cities and partying. And...
Pitbull's honestly more of like a Lil Jon. He's more of a hype man than he is a rapper, anyways.
So true.
Or you know, he just throw Sean Paul in the chorus of a song. He just saying his nonsense words or whatever.
Yeah.
But
totally.
Does anyone understand what Sean Paul is saying?
I think only Sean Paul, and probably not even him. He's like, like, what was that?
And I mean, Lil Jon got, you know, he somehow phased out of fame gracefully. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing now.
Me either.
But
he's chilling. He's doing something.
He, you know, he got crunk, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, there we go.
He recognized, I feel like, that it was like time for him to either do something different or get out, you know?
Exactly. And I mean, yeah, he like jumped back in first with like, yeah, turn down for what? Okay, no, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I feel like too, like I'm pretty good at like kind of sensing situations and being like, okay, I'm done over here, you know, or like, maybe I need to back off for a while. So I feel like that could kind of help me in my,
because
you know,
Jay-Z had how many reunion tours or whatever? Like
2 minutes.
It's like
2.
All right, guys, I'm leaving. Hey, I'm back. And it's like,
exactly.
Nobody wanted you back, Jay-Z.
Exactly. Like, if you're going to leave, like, leave. You know, and be okay with it. And come back and only collabs every once in a while. Or
exactly.
Something. You know, I mean, there's a way to do it, but you don't have to come out with a new album.
Yeah, well,
no
to
one
make
was
it look good,
no one
like
was
Paul
waiting.
McCartney does.
Right, exactly.
It's like, whoa, hey, Paul McCartney's on this new Kanye thing? Cool.
Totally, yeah. And you're, like, surprised, and it's, like, really dope. And you're like, okay, mad respect, you know?
Yeah. But you can't just, like, hey, guys, I'm back. It's like, Jay-Z, nobody wanted you back.
Yeah. Like, we were fine with you just doing Tidal, like, staying in the background. But, I don't know.
Yeah. At some point, you just gotta read where it's going and just,
totally.
All right, guys, I'm out. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Who would be your, you know, like, pie in the sky, like, collaboration?
Like, ultimately?
Yeah.
Doing a collaboration with Rihanna would be, like... like, I just filled with so much joy thinking about being in the same room as her, like, in that kind of, in that kind of setting, and just being like, oh my God. And being able... so, yeah, Rihanna would probably be, like... Rihanna and Kanye would be like the top 2 that I would just like die over. I wouldn't necessarily want to do anything with like Adele or someone like that because I feel like that's not
your style.
Yeah, and it's not just like my strong suit either, you know. So I'd want to do like Rihanna or Beyonce. That would be dope.
Yeah,
you know, like kind of one of them. Even Justin Bieber or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I love Justin Bieber.
Yeah, why not?
So. Yeah.
Because I don't know what... Because, again, I'm not that much of an artist. Like, if I happen to be an artist, like, that's fine. If people start downloading all my music,
yeah,
sure, I'll do it. Because that sounds awesome. But I don't really know. I mean, obviously Radiohead.
Yeah.
But I can't really think of someone who I would just... I think of more, like, video game developers.
I was going to say, yeah, like, more along those lines. Or, like, do you like EDM and stuff like that? Or is it not really your style? Like, would you do, like, cool, like...
I get the formula. Like, and on my SoundCloud, there's, like, this one... It's, like, a kind of crappy, like... 90s style EDM, like old Moby type stuff, but it has a dubstep-esque breakdown in it. It's bad, but it's funny.
Cool though,
like, and I just did that just to like, hey, this will be fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I would do if I were to do EDM or something. It's like, hey, Skrillex, you want to do a thing?
Yeah.
And I'd do it, and it'd be fun, and it'd be cool to just like see how people work.
Yeah.
because if anything, I'd rather just have someone else do one of my songs. Like, not one of my songs, but like I said, if I were to do a rap beat for Childish Gambino, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. But I can't really think of anything that would be like hands down full songwriting, because I don't know, maybe I'm kind of a diva in that sense that like I do know what I want my songs to sound like. I do know what I want, this word specifically here or this specific rhythm here, because I know that this feels better for me. And we've been doing the song together. You know how I do that. It's like, hey, do this rhythm instead because that feels better.
Yeah, and it works. I get that.
So, I mean, I feel like collaborating is good in a sense to where you get the two things from the two people.
Right.
But, yeah, I have a tendency to go, I need it to be this.
Yeah, but...
I need it to be this.
Right.
And, getting people that work well with that is also good.
Yeah.
And thank you for,
totally.
Cooperating with me in that sense.
Yeah, like, it's give and take, and, like, what's going to work best for the song is ultimately, like, what's important. So it's like, if and if I was so opposed to it, I would be like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not, I feel like it all works enough that it's like, and just in general in collaborating, I mean, I feel like you kind of have to have that that openness to it, where like it's best for the song.
Yeah. But also, being able to go, because it's really hard to tell someone, that's not good.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially whenever, it's just a thing for a class, but like whenever it is a real collaboration, you do have to go,
totally,
that's not good, don't do that,
totally.
We're not doing that.
Totally. Yeah. Which I love it. I mean, it sucks a little bit internally, you know what I mean? But like I love when someone tells me, hey, that sucks, because if I'm doing it the same way, like I don't know that it sucks, or in my head it doesn't suck, so I need to be told,
Sure.
Or like I need someone else's like opinion on a lot of it, and I would rather it be honest than
Yeah. Well, now that we're talking about this fucking thing that you did in the... Nah, I'm kidding. It's,
like, now that you say that, everything you've done is actually really bad.
No, you're good.
No, but...
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just the class.
All right. Well, since this is like the second episode thing, you have to plug your things again.
I do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So...
Where are you at?
Again, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm Chase Reeser. Chaser the Prince. I keep it updated. I tweet really funny things, so you should follow me and RT everything I tweet. Just kidding, but like at least some of them. And Chaser the on Snapchat. So
yeah,
look for me, chasertheprince.com.
Yeah. And what's something that a little different than, but what's something that you're like, everyone needs to listen to this by this person or whatever, or everyone needs to go watch this? What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Something that you're just
that is
like...
such a good...
People have to listen to this.
Like, they'll die if they don't listen to it. I'm trying to think.
Just for you.
Right.
Like, they're just like, man, watch Stranger Things. Like...
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Watch Veep on HBO. Seriously, it's like the funniest show, and I like identify so much with her character. She's kind of a mess, and she's kind of ineffective, but she like is funny. She's all jokes, and I just feel like it's a fun way. It's a really fun take on everything, and I feel like you get a real sense of what's going to happen in November. Like when shit like really gets real.
Yeah.
But yeah, watch that. It's funny.
And then for me, my plugging things, SantiagoRamones.com. You'll find my Twitter there. You'll find my SoundCloud there. I mean, I'm at Santiago R_music. But just go to SantiagoRamones.com. You'll find all my things, including this podcast. And then something that people should watch or listen to. I listen to a lot of podcasts. In general, just listen to podcasts. Podcasts are amazing. That I don't really listen to music in my car.
Do you like Serial? Sorry,
Cereal
I just pause and like a
no, you're good.
Okay,
yeah.
I
Cereal
like
was
Serial.
really good.
Yeah.
Let me go into my list of podcasts to go like, oh, actually, this one. Listen to this one.
Change your life.
Yeah, because Waking Up with Sam Harris. His aren't like every week, but like the conversations that he has on there are, incredibly honest and kind of brutal, but it'll make you think and like go, geez, I never, but it's very like political, philosophical, and you'll be offended. But everything Sam Harris does is incredibly like logical and reasonable, and it's great. Look up Sam Harris.
Yeah.
And then for me, I always end with my 3 things. Love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong. Thanks for listening.
Have a good day.
Bye.